Hey everybody, welcome back to Grandia 2. As you might see there, I'm back in the Heim Mountains. And if you've watched any of my videos, you will notice that I often say, check behind waterfalls, which is exactly what I didn't do on the way through here. So we're back here, because those items we saw that we didn't get, they were niggling at me, so I thought I'd come back and have a little explore. And yes, we can go in. Grab a bit of extra money. Yeah, we'll just leave those guys for now. And a scroll of all heal. Alright. Yeah, those boots, we'll be back for those later. And here, Lionfield Garb. Let's have a look at that. Sounds like it should be on Marek, doesn't it? Pretty good, pretty good. Okay. Alright, there we go. So, for the next bit, I'll meet you at the little bit where you jump across the rocks going across the waterfall. Okay, so we made it back here, and we'll just continue on. Just go around it, yeah, there they are, see? And you just give this a little nudge. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not going to fight them today. And then we get some Mac boots. Which are also pretty good. Let's give those to Elena, I think. Okay, so that's the items we missed in the Heim Mountain. Now I'll meet you back in the town at the inn, and we'll continue on with today's episode. Okay, so we're back in Heim State. Had to do a few fights for the backtracking there to pick up those bits of gear. So I just bought a few more of those butter rolls for the SP recovery, just in case. Could be pretty useful. Why don't we explore a little bit before we turn in and say goodbye to Elena. I'm no good without some wine. See, my hands are trembling. Ever since my beloved wife passed away, I've been rather fond of wine, and this is what came of that. Still, I thought of starting over again. My son Mark is still young. I could start over, living with him. I thought I could have a rebirth of sorts in this land, shake off my weak spirit, and become an outstanding father. I thought I'd undergo any kind of suffering to put a smile back on my son's face. Of course you would. You must have been lonely by yourself. I prefer to run solo myself. Tough at times, but it has its advantages. Okay. What's the matter? Are you resting? Or do you feel sick or something? I've got to watch the squeak bars to make sure they don't escape from their pasture. Do you guys already go to the squeak bar pasture? No, not yet. Well, just go have a look. It's got the best view around. Very refreshing, and there are lots of cute squeak bars lying about. Where is this pasture anyway? Just go straight down the road behind the inn and you can't miss it. It's a great spot. You should really go see it. Is it now? Should we go have a look? What the hell is a squeak bar then? Oh. Gee, aren't these things just disgustingly cute? I don't know, I'm on the fence there, Rudo. Oh, the little ones, maybe. I came to this country with my wife. It's such an amazing land, isn't it? I'm happy here, surrounded by lovely mountains. And you wouldn't guess it by my looks, but I've even climbed some of those beautiful Heim Mountains. Wow, I'm impressed. I'd never do that. Well, unless my job didn't take me there, I'd do almost anything for some gold. You're such a simple creature, aren't you, Ryudo? Okay, well. There we go then. I know what we'll have for dinner with whole family tonight. Let's have freshly baked bread made with sweet bar milk. Our family can hardly finish a day without eating some of that. I better start making it. Plan to have your entire family together for dinner? How nice. Hey, why such a gloomy face? We're about to eat, aren't we? Cheer up. Bakery, okay. I ain't got no money and no home. I gotta depend on getting some bread from the bakery. How sad. Why are you so poor? It's cause I ain't working, ain't it? So get a job. Yeah, good advice for you there. Every day we go to the cathedral to partake of some bread and wine. Afterwards we go share our bread with poor unemployed people such as that men over there. Okay. Right, that's so very generous of you. I'd better not say otherwise or Miss Songstress here will get mad at me. Well, it is no wonder that I do. You are always teasing other people when you open your mouth, you do. Yeah. My, you're so cute for a sister. Why the sad face, though? Boyfriend been cheating? Boyfriend? Who? Me? What? You've got it all wrong. Do I really have a forlorn face? Yes, it shows, honey. You need some perking up. I know. Have some bread. It's a blessing from Lord Grannis. Not sure the baker's the only person getting that idea, actually. Hey, you know what the Day of Darkness is? Real scary stuff happens on that day. You wouldn't believe how scary it is. But this country will be okay because Lord Grannis is protecting us. It won't be scary for all of us. Well, that's good news if it's true, right, Elena? You do. Recently, my husband of many years passed away. He left this world peacefully. I thank Lord Grannis for that. You're thankful that your husband died? Whatever for? My dear husband was with me until he passed on, and we were very happy together. I'm also grateful to Lord Grannis for that. Yes, I understand. I, too, am grateful to Lord Grannis that my companions and I have made it this far. Hey, guess what? I know why Lord Grannis came down the Heim Mountains. Lord Grannis was in the sky, right? Jumping down from way up there could be dangerous. Oh, so Lord Grannis came down using the nearby mountains as a staircase, eh? Yeah, smart kid. Library as well. Welcome to the library. Here you may read The Holy Light and The Light of Lord Grannis. Each is divided into several volumes, so if you wish to read them in order, start from the left side of the shelf. Okay. The Holy Light. Know that long ago all lived in the light, all knew the love of Grannis, the earth was bountiful and the people's hearts were glad. And so did Valmar find the world, the taint of darkness spread across the land, and the heart of man was despoiled of its innocence. Light and darkness moved to battle, but ordained. Men too prepared for war, their numbers divided between light and darkness. And so began the battle of good and evil, fought without ceasing upon the fields of eternity, day yielding not to night. The dead had long ceased to be counted when at length Grannis and Valmar fixed their eyes upon each other, better to make an end. What? Did we write this? Its formal title is The Holy Light. Quite an inflated title for a dumbed-down version of the original scripture. This was meant to be read by us common folk, right? Yes, that is right. Have you read it before? Why the hell would I do that? Anyway, I've heard it all before, though not exactly in this form. Book 2. Darkness fell before the light, the earth was split asunder, land sunk to sea, and sea vomited land as Valmar's spirit was sealed. A new moon was hung in the heavens. It is written that when the moon burns in remembrance, so misfortune will soon follow. Thus it portends judgment of the righteous and is called Valmar's moon, for the shadow of the dark one lies long and heavy. There is much to meditate on within these pages. I'll have to sleep on it, which shouldn't be a problem given the reading material. You should at least be familiar with everything you find boring or difficult to read. Chances are they're all important. He speaks truly. You guys have been hanging out with Rowan too much. See that book fall down? The darkness stirred even as the seals were set, anxious again to work upon the hearts of men, so strong is its hatred of light. And Grannis set a part of his spirit aside, fashioning the sun to restore the ruined land, and then, wounded, the light slept. Does not the light of the sun shine even now? Does not the land await the return of its true God? May the light come quickly. Does not Ryudo tire of this? Does not he want to put his fist through this book? May his suffering end quickly. Which part of it bothers you? Part that says, whoopee for Grannis, let's run about happily, trailing brightly coloured ribbons. I guess that cannot be helped. It is that kind of book, but it is sort of one-sided. So why don't we listen to the other side? I'm interested in what the followers of darkness have to say. Have to be fair. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair, Udo. The Light of Lord Grannis, Chapter 1. Once upon a time, people were in trouble. There was nothing in the world, and the people kept fighting all the time. One day, a huge light appeared in the sky and began to shine on the earth. The light blessed the earth and told the people to stop fighting. The light was Lord Grannis. The people listened to Lord Grannis and stopped fighting. Then the world became beautiful. Trees grew everywhere, birds sang sweetly, and fish played in the blue seas. The seeds rode the wind, and flowers bloomed all over. The land became a true paradise. The people all praised Lord Grannis and lived happily. This is painful. How many young minds have been totally warped by this bogus story? You have to admit, this is quite a major work. I have never heard it. Which explains why your eyes aren't glazed over like everyone else's. What stories do they tell kids where you're from, Marek? The sun also rises and the sun also sets. The rivers run into the sea and the sea is not full. The rains returned unto the heavens. Such is the manner in which our cycles begin. The legends are taught to the young, even as I was instructed while yet a youth. Tree grows, beaver eats tree, tree falls, beaver builds dam, more trees grow. I get it. Chapter 2. But one day the sky suddenly grew cloudy. The daytime became as dark as night, and a heavy rain began to fall. A scary monster came to make traps to catch people who didn't take care of their hearts. These people became monsters. One after another, the monsters began to attack the people who were living happily. Lord Grannis saw what the bad people were doing and lifted a giant sword to protect the good people from the monsters. Some people had run away when they saw the monsters, but when they saw Lord Grannis fighting, they came back to help. The battle lasted for a long time, and the people who had become monsters did not live through it. To keep any more people from dying, Lord Grannis decided to fight the king of the monsters, whose name was Valmar. Your people burden themselves with dread at a tender age. Your fear of demons and darkness must indeed be great. I wouldn't know. I've never seen a demon. What are you saying? You misspeak. What are you talking about? Miss Millennia. Ah, right. But even if she's the wings of Valmar, which doesn't make much sense, she's not like the chumps in this story. Okay, well. Is there anything on this table? Hey, this one's not about religion. How unusual such a book would be here. Let's see. Raising squeak bars. Basically, the squeak bar needs no care. If it cries, just shear its wool and milk it. You'll be fine. You're kidding me. That's all that's in there? Yeah, I guess so. It's the kind of book you'd use for a report in school. Oh, Chapter 3. At the end of the long battle, Lord Grannis killed Valmar, but was very badly hurt. People gathered in worry around Lord Grannis. Suddenly a huge moon appeared in the sky, frightening the people. The sight of this scary moon made the people fear that Valmar was not dead. Seeing this, Lord Grannis threw a part of himself into the sky and made the sun. Lord Grannis said, I will watch over you. If you keep your heart pure, Valmar will never appear again. Then he went to sleep. Since then, Valmar has stayed hidden away from the bright sun. Even while sleeping, Lord Grannis, even now, still watches over people so that they will never again be tempted by Valmar. Makes me think about how we were taught that the moon was unlucky when we were kids. Yes, as in the book, that moon is called Valmar's moon. No wonder people have the feeling that is a bad omen. I was not aware. Hey, Rowan, remember how scared you'd be when you'd mess around and your parents would throw you out of the house at night? It never happened to me, so I'm not quite sure. I keep forgetting that you were the only kid destructive enough that his own parents had no choice but to toss him to the wolves. So, I suggest you shut your damn beak, bud. Can we read this one? No? Okay. What's this? Let's sing the Song of the Light. Looks like the words to the Song of the Light. Let's see. With the morning light the word abounds. A miracle is brought to pass, pure water, a teardrop, peace, light, love, sounds. The fruit of the fields breathes ripeness, the wind of blessing blows across the world, and all is filled with thanksgiving. Storm and stress and darkness at last turn to the light and joy of a warm day. O Lord, thank you for your wondrous works. Doesn't have much. Perhaps if Miss Elena were to bring it to song. Elena, you want to step up? No? Alright. Okay, that's enough history for one day, I think. Let's go get some food. Wait, where are we? I wish to thank you all for everything that you've done. Hey, you did your fair share too. It has been quite a pleasure, and quite an adventure as well. Much remains to be done with all. The wise man still tends to the fire, though it burns brightly. Thank you so much. I just do not know how to thank you enough, my friends. It's my job, don't mention it. Don't say that, Ryudo. Excuse me. What kind of eating here? Selena, come to the cathedral right now. His Holiness Sarah is overjoyed by the news of your arrival. Right now? In the middle of dinner? I am not yet ready. Can this not wait? We shall bring your things later. His Holiness Sarah is looking forward to having dinner with you. Please do not make him wait. No, I must not do that. Everyone? Ryudo? Don't spoil the moment, kid. By now, you know what to do. Good luck. Miss Elena, please take care. Your kindness is indeed a rare treasure, Elena. Thank you all for everything you have done. I will not forget you. Okay, bye, Elena. Well, it's fun travelling with you. I guess we'll go get Melphis now, shall we, lads? Miss Elena, she's gone. She is, and now we turn to other matters. Well, our job here is finished. Yeah, the job's done. But I'm feeling a little sad about the whole thing. Go figure. You know, Priest paid us with a gold statue worth 500 gold for all this. Do you know how much money we've spent in this journey? I can see it. The day of darkness is near. Falmar's moon too. Its vile shadow is growing ever stronger. Falmar is certainly attempting to revive. You must understand this. Listen, Elena. Your mission is important, not just for you, but for the world. The darkness must be resealed. While all your efforts, the power of Lord Granis and the divine sword, the Granis Saber. You must find it, no matter what. Fail, and the world is doomed. I understand. You must succeed in order to remove the darkness within you as well. You must prevail. I understand. I will not let you down. Never been one for goodbyes or hellos. We can't help but feel a bit sad when someone like her leaves. Yes, with Miss Elena with us, we would be able to see the inside of the cathedral. I presume it interests you? Yes, Miss Elena often spoke of the confrontation between light and darkness, but I don't quite understand at all. Weren't you listening to all those books I read you? Light, Darkness, Granis, Falmar. Come on. As well, I am not versed in matters of religion. So we might just find out something there. Mr. Ryudo, I presume. What is this? I'm busy. Didn't your church drill some manners into you, or did it just drill through your head? I apologize for my rudeness, Ryudo. The Pope has called for... Look, I realize word of my amazing singing voice has spread everywhere, but I'm not interested. His Holiness Sarah has a special request. Please bring your companions also. I beg my leave. The Pope has a special request? Sounds like the first line of a really bad joke. What kind of person is Holiness Sarah? I understand he is said to be the sage who will save the world. It isn't nearly as impressive as the sage who will save his breath. This better be quick. Oh, someone's for the Pope. Hope he pays better than his priests. Going the right way. What? You're working at this hour? Are you here to help me clean? Don't know if we could do this. We've never tried. However, there was someone who would have loved to help you out. Yeah, but sadly, she's not with us anymore. Yeah, just like Elena. I'm impressed. Oh, nice, with the mountains in the background there. Quite remarkable in its proportions. The thoughts of its architect twist the wind almost palpably through the sculpted stone. How beautiful, it taken forever to build. You must be Mr. Ryudo. His Holiness waits in the audience chamber. Stop gawking. Move it. Just gonna have a little look around the edges here, if you don't mind. The world has begun to be covered with darkness, but our only salvation is the Church of Granus. And why is that? Only Lord Granus can battle darkness. He is the only being capable of destroying Valmar. If you have so much faith in Granus, then why do all of you fear the day of darkness so much? Me, I'm not afraid, because I know that day of darkness will not come as long as Lord Granus is with us. The High Priestess Selene, leader of the Cathedral Knights, is a sublime and beauteous person. But she's also got nerves of steel and can coldly take the lives of others in order to fulfill her religious duty, right? No, you're everything in the service to Lord Granus. She operates with such pure intentions that people tend to misunderstand her. Right. I wonder if I did okay. I think I did well enough. Well, I guess I'll have to wait for the results. Oh, Lord Granus. Hey, what are you so fidgety about? Took my qualification exam for a higher position in the priesthood. I'm worried about whether I'll be accepted. Priests have to take exams to get promoted? Go figure. Such a religious bunch, you sure have some hellacious rules. If I pass the exam, I'll become one of the high priests. Oh, Lord Granus, please help me get accepted. Man, those Cathedral Knights are really overdoing it. I don't like them. Well, I didn't know anyone around here felt that way. Hey, I'm not saying their methods are wrong. The Cathedral Knights are just overzealous. Couldn't agree more. Finally, someone I can talk to. Yeah, there is a bit of dissension in the ranks. Udo, please go inside. I'm sorry, but your companions must wait outside. Didn't he say my friends could come? He has important things to discuss with you, so... Oh, it's alright, I don't mind. I can wait. Can I at least wait somewhere interesting? Our library is most interesting. There you'll find many important books about the doctrine of our church. Mr. Udo, can I talk to you real quick? Yeah, what's up, bro? Might be some interesting information at the library. I'll check it out. Clever boy. More clever than other little boys I know. So may I lead you two to the library? Yeah, go, lead. Well then, Mr. Udo, please go in. You two, this way, please. This way. We'll be waiting in the library. Yeah, I'll meet up with you later. The service is still in progress. Shh. Service is still in progress.
bring to this world light, peace, and harmony.
Your Holiness, please calm our anxious hearts. What can we do to rid the world of the terrifying darkness?
You must bolster your soul. If you leave no chink in the armor of your soul, then the darkness will be forced to leave.
Please save us from Valmar.
You must not falter. We must all not give in to darkness. I cannot save you. You must save yourselves.
Your Holiness Zera, please lend me your ear.
Yes, what should we do?
What will happen to the world?
Quiet! We are here to bring peace to the world. How can one do so in a panic? Everyone, please, calm down.
Yet, Your Highness Zera, the recent rumors of the revival of Valmar are not going away. I have even heard reports that the rumors might be true. Right, High Priestess Celine? At this rate, the day of darkness seems unavoidable.
But we must not strike fear in the hearts of the people we are trying to save. Doing so would surely go against the will of Lord Granus. What do you say, Cardinal Oro?
Oh, the day of darkness comes. The world will most definitely be destroyed. I don't know what we can do.
Celine, do not misunderstand me. I'm not saying that the action the Cathedral Knights took was wrong. But you went too far. You must not frighten the people away from Lord Granus.
Yes, Your Holiness.
You must all remain on guard, so that darkness cannot take advantage of you. Please, everyone, back to your rooms.
Mr. Ryudo, please come. Nice speech. Please accept my apologies. I did not mean to make you wait. I think you did. I'm sorry for having called upon you on such short notice, but my request is not an ordinary one. Please, to the next room. Elena? I'm surprised they let Sky in here. Since we are devoutly faithful, we cannot be drawn to Valmar. That means the day of darkness won't ever come. That Pope of yours, that is. Look, just believe Pope Zera's sermons. They make your heart and soul stronger. The teachings of Lord Granus will bring people peace and happiness. Oh, is that right? Yes, if you have faith in Lord Granus, all paths will be open to you. Please join us in prayer as a believer in Lord Granus. Oh, sounds tempting, but I think I'll pass this time. Oh, please don't say that. By all means, join us. I'd rather not. Yeah, with you, Ryudo, on that one. I thank you for what you have done on Elena's behalf, but now I have a special request to make. Before we get to that, tell me, what about Elena? Will she be alright? You ask if the presence of Valmar can be driven from her. Sadly, I must tell you that it is beyond even my power. However, if the sword of Granus can be recovered, there may yet be hope for us all. That is why I have asked you here. Keep talking. I want you to find the divine sword, the grass saber. The sword which slew the Dark One must be returned to us if the light is to be restored to this world. You still haven't made an actual request, but I get the idea. Yes, Elena has told me much. Enough for me to know that you are the only one capable of contending with the darkness. Naturally, this request must appear absurd to you. However, as your reward, we shall give you whatsoever you request. Suddenly this conversation has become more interesting. However, when you depart, I wish for Elena to accompany you. Why bring her along? You sure you don't want her to cast a few wards against Valmar instead? Unfortunately, we can do nothing much more for Elena now. We would be unable to protect her from Valmar even if she were to remain here. She will be safer with you, Mr. Ryudo. You're right, your request is absurd. The pieces of Valmar struggle for dominance, each attempting to devour the others in order that the darkness will be restored. According to prophecy, once the pieces unite, the day of darkness will come upon us, and all mankind will be destroyed. So what do we do? Sharpen a pointy stick? Yeah, probably work. Lord Granas has yet to recover from battle. Thus our world heads toward darkness, lacking the guiding hand of light. Were we to possess the Granas saber, we would at least be able to bring back some of the light of Lord Granas. Then can Elena be saved from, and our world protected from the advent of the day of darkness. Any idea where the sword might be? Unfortunately, our holy book says that it rests with the Legion of Darkness. I'm sorry, that's not vague enough for me. Could you be a little less specific? I need some time to think it over. I'll wait until tomorrow for your answer. I've prepared rooms for you. Please stay here tonight. But I see that I have tired you. Rest and return tomorrow, but please consider my offer. I hope you will accept it. What do you think about this? Elena, are you alright? Has something happened? Oh, do not worry about me. I just want you to think long and hard about Pope Zera's request. You got anything hidden back here? No? This crystal looks nice. Can that be part of the deal? Even among the followers of Granas, there is less and less solidarity. Perhaps my abilities are lacking. To save the world, we must ask your help to find the divine sword said to rest with the Legion of Darkness. Catch her immediately. I must think it over first. Elena, what's with you? Ryudo, do as he asks, please. Not for me, for everyone, the world. Are you staying in there tonight, Elena? What could His Holiness be thinking of at this rate? Cardinal Oro. Ryudo, I believe, was your name. Just what did His Holiness Zera tell you? Huh? He asked me to find some divine sword. I see. I question His Holiness' selection of his emissaries. A task this great surely requires someone with more experience. Yeah, I'm like level 20. What's your problem? Careful with your words, aren't you, old man? I'd be as careful with my judgment, were I you. Experience I have. Patience I don't. Very nice, Ryudo. Insolence. Listen well, stripling. It is best you abandon your search, for it is not for a churlish whelp to find the Granas saber. Tell you what I'll do. I'm going to ignore you, and then I'm going to leave. You just stay there. Stay. Good boy. Ashes. What could His Holiness Zera be thinking? That foolboy's That foolboy's insouciance, that's a new one to me, will be our ruin when the day of darkness comes. Whatever shall we do? What a douche. I just want to be Pope for a bit. Right this way. Yep, I'm Pope now. Pope Ryudo. You're the man who's going to search for the divine sword, aren't you? Blimey, words travels quick. Well, I've quite made up my mind yet. Oh, but you must find the divine sword for the entire world's sake. Oh, Mr. Ryudo, amazing. So Pope Zera himself has asked you to go find the divine sword. I'm sure you'll find it, right? I haven't decided whether or not I'll take the job yet. What are you saying? If you don't do it, we'll have to use somebody else. Oh dear. As Cardinal Oro said, we shouldn't leave it all up to a man like that Geohound, but I understand that Pope Zera has said. Which opinion should I support? Since you mentioned a man like that Geohound, I'd like to know what your own opinion is. Currently, my own opinion is that I'm not sure which opinion to support. Which one should I support? You're obviously torn by indecision. Take your time and think it over. Where'd the guys go? Oh, it's a nice room. Maybe like a question mark. Kind of weird. Ahead lies Grandia Cathedral's famous library. You could search the world and never find a library as extensive as this. Your companions are in there. Please return the book read in their proper places. Yeah, sure thing. Okay, so, well, we're going to have to sleep on it, decide whether we're going to do this, or we might just, go back to being a geohound and killing lizards or something. So until then, take it easy.